thank you, Joe, and Julie Bishop has to leave, but I certainly acknowledge her and the work that she does in foreign affairs, and certainly for women in general. She has to run. She's got the Hungarian foreign minister waiting in her office, so she kept him waiting, but it's good to keep men waiting sometimes. And I'm really, really pleased and proud to be here. And while I know Julie just did the speech off the top of her head, I have a speech prepared, in fact, by a woman, and that was actually my great one of my great advisors. I have many, most of them are women, but Ruby Cameron, who actually is breaking ground herself because she's the national president of the Young Nationals, and she's doing a great job for small business, for women in politics. And of course, we have a few glass ceilings to break through in politics. She's one of them who does that. Julie Bishop does it every day, and certainly you women here tonight are also inspiring. Now, it is very good to be here. Thank you very much, Joe, for the introduction. I thank my friend and colleague Julie Bishop for launching this wonderful organisation, this wonderful event. It's also great to see Steph Lovett, the Managing Director at Capitol Hill Advisory and the former Chief of Staff to the Small Business Minister who made such a great impact in this portfolio, that being Bruce Bilson. We know in Australia and indeed in the world that women are underrepresented as entrepreneurs in startups and in tech fields and in the investment sector. Australia is ranked highly for having a very enabling environment which supports female entrepreneurship. But of course, we can always do more. As a government and as a nation, and certainly as business people, we can do more. Now, Australia is ranked second on the or was rated second on the 2015 Female Entrepreneurship Index and the 2015 Global Women Entrepreneurs Leaders Scoreboard. That is a mouthful, but we're high on the list, but we could and will get higher. The number of Australian women operating their own small business has steadily increased over the past 20 years, but in line with other OECD countries, they remain underrepresented as entrepreneurs. Governments, business leaders and the community have an important role to play to encourage and to nurture entrepreneurial talent to support a more innovative, inclusive and prosperous economy. Now, when the talents and aspirations of all Australians are harnessed in entrepreneurship, enterprise and in the workforce, be they male or female, city, suburban or country. I was normally going to say when Julie was here, she said I'm a liberal woman, and she's the first female foreign affairs minister. Well, I'm a nat, I'm a bloke, and I'm the first country small business minister. So we sort of have things in common in that respect. But be they a lifetime resident or one of our newer citizens, we can unlock the bright future with more jobs, higher wages and better opportunities for all Australians. This is a task to which we must all rise. Research paper after research paper shows what you all know to be true, and that is success in the business sector is better when the talents of so many groups are realised. Data from the La Trobe Business School, it's an august organisation released as part of International Women's Day just last year, found that Australia's top companies which employ women make more profit, so it makes good sense. Similar research overseas says better diversity, and I know that Joe mentioned that when I first was introduced to her tonight. Diversity in leadership and entrepreneurship can improve profitability and the pipeline of female leaders to follow, so it makes good sense. The Rare Birds vision to see a global community of 1 million women entrepreneurs by 2020 is admirable, and Joe told me that there are 34,500 women, the 14th location in Australia, so we're getting there. You are living the next generation of that research, and I'm sure that you will have similar success, hopefully soon. It's inspiring to see both female and male leaders within the Rare Birds network building momentum and encouraging women to pursue their business and innovative ideas. And I was sitting beside Mick Spencer. He's the one with the on-the-go t-shirt, a company he started in his garage. I appreciate that I did exactly the same thing, Mick, but you are mentoring. I admire you for doing that, and well done to you. But it could be a conversation, it could be an interaction with someone local or someone on the other side of the country indeed, which can start and chart a Rare Birds course for success. It's this kind of vision which will make a difference and having far and wide-reaching benefits. In July last year, I was fortunate to be invited as the Minister for Small Business to the 2016 Mumpreneur Awards, and I was there with Bruce, I was there with one or two other fellas, and I think we were very much outnumbered because there were 600 inspirational women in the room. It was inspiring, it truly was, to see and hear from so many. There goes Matt Thistleway. Give us a wave, Matt. He's a colleague of mine, and I know Matt. He's from the other side of the house, but he also understands the importance that women are playing in business and certainly in government circles. But it was inspiring at this Mumpreneurs event to see so many women sharing their stories, sharing their success stories, and getting on with the job of starting up other small business from the concepts that they originally had. Now, the Mumpreneur Network continues to grow rapidly thanks to the determination and drive of two women in particular, Peace Mitchell and Katie Garner. Now, with more than 300,000 Aussie mums involved, each year there are new and exciting business ideas recognised. They've evolved. They're balancing. These women are balancing their family lives with the competing demands of starting up a small business. Now, each to their level of where they want to be, but some of them are exporting to the world from just a spark of an idea. And I would encourage you all here tonight to reach out and engage with the Mumpreneur Network. They, like you, are a team of absolutely remarkable and inspirational women. And having owned and operated my own small business, just like Mick, for more than 8 years as a stay-at-home dad with two little boys and a girl from our family home, and I can appreciate the modern demands on families coupled with owning and running a small business. I know the relentless hours and challenges of juggling everything from school drop-offs and pick-ups to footy, sports training, netball training, and there are far too many hours after work where you've just got the kids to bed in conjunction with your wife or partner or whatever the case might be, and then you've got to start into the paperwork, the busy business paperwork. We're trying to cut through some of that, but if you've got ideas, please feed them into me. But those are stories and experiences which shape the best of our emerging business scene. They are the days in which a spark of an idea, that dream or aspiration that we once had, is slowly but surely realised. And it's a time when stresses can and do rise, where it can be all too consuming. It can be all overwhelming. And in those moments, remember this, we've all been there. But in those moments, also remember that you've now got a network where you can share your stories, share your war stories as such, and you've got somebody's shoulder to cry on, somebody's to give you a bit of encouraging help, and that comes and starts with tonight. That's where networks such as Rare Birds become so beneficial. It's not just a stuffy room of self-promotion, but an honest and meaningful assortment of those who've made it through, of those rare birds who can spread their wings and fly. Everyone has started small, everyone here has started small. Everyone here has scrimped and saved and sought a brighter and better future for themselves and their families. And everyone has a story, a unique story. Monique Filer and Danielle Michael started their company B-Box for Kids from a kitchen table in 2007. Together from home, they worked hard at capturing their ideas, developing their concepts into products on shelves. There's the treasurer, Scott Morrison. I know how important he wants. I know how much he wants women to succeed in business because he wants more people paying more tax. Don't you like to help promote the economy?
Absolutely.
Well done. Thanks, Scott. I wonder who else we might have Malcolm come here in a minute. Or Bill, maybe. Thank you, treasurer. Now, Monique and Danielle are driven daily by the belief that their innovative concepts will make parents' lives easier, always on the hunt for the next inventive solution. Now today, their range of unique and practical drinking and feeding devices and products for children is sold in 800 Australian stores, just think about that, and in 22 countries globally. That's from just an idea started on their kitchen table at home just 9 years ago, 10 years ago now. They are the 2016, or were, the 2016 Mumpreneur Award of the Year winners. As a country MP, I know this story of success just doesn't stop in the suburbs of the capital cities. And I know my great mate Simone Iles. Give us a wave, Simone, where are you? There she is, second row. She's in my own electorate, in my own city of Wagga Wagga, who's here in the crowd. She lives every day the success she sought in the beginning. Now, Simone set her sights high with the target of establishing 100 Wagga Wagga startups by 2020. And like so many rare birds, I know she has the dedication and determination to deliver it. Now, she is an inspiring story, and she's someone with whom you should connect. And I know Simone will be a strong leader and mentor for Canberra Rare Birds. Now, the Prime Minister, indeed, no less, the Prime Minister has recognised Simone's 365 Cups Coffee app. Try saying that really quickly, especially with a hot cup of coffee in your hand. 365 Cups Coffee app. Now, if you're not on it, get on it. It's the recently Working Spaces HQ project is examples of innovation and entrepreneurial spirit from this region, and I consider the Riverina and Wagga Wagga in this region. High praise from the Prime Minister, it was well deserved. And as I travel across the country using 365 Coffee Cup apps and meeting with many small business owners, I'm constantly amazed by the passion, the dedication demonstrated by people such as Simone. The entrepreneurial types who work with a mere spark of an idea and give themselves a bit of a go, they back themselves up, and with a bit of support and encouragement, they run with it. We want all Australians right around the country, every business large and small, the men, the women, the young, the old, to play a role in building a dynamic entrepreneurial culture. And I know the Treasurer certainly wants that too, not just in Silicon Valley or Sydney, but right here in Canberra and the southern New South Wales region too. And that's what inspires me to work every single waking minute of every single day to do just that, to help come to these sorts of events and help launch them, but to also meet and greet and hear the stories that you people are running with. Now, recently the federal government has launched various initiatives to support female entrepreneurship, and I know Julie Bishop mentioned this, the tech, science, technology, engineering and maths, or STEM as we all know it, participation. Now, the Women in STEM and Entrepreneurship Initiative aims to increase awareness and participation of girls and women in STEM education and careers. Now, it also seeks to support women across the innovative ecosystem, including innovative businesses, startups, entrepreneurial activities and careers. It aims to increase the number of women in senior leadership and decision-making positions in government, in research organisations, in industry, and most importantly, perhaps for you people tonight, in businesses. Now, the first round of funding was announced just last December under the new Women in STEM and Entrepreneurship Competitive Grants Program, an initiative of the National Innovation and Science Agenda. This involved $3.9 million for 24 projects around Australia. We want more women. We as the government want more women to become involved in international trade and investment and to create opportunities from the trade agreements the federal government has delivered with China, with South Korea and Japan. Now, in conjunction with state and territory governments, the federal government has developed the Women in Global Business, a national program to enable more women-led businesses to succeed in acquiring debt and equity funding for international business growth, to export. Now, these are just a couple of initiatives that the federal government has delivered to support female entrepreneurs and small business owners. But we can't do this alone. We need your help. The story of success in Australia, a country with more jobs, higher wages and with better opportunities for our daughters, for our granddaughters. And there's Anthony Albanese. This is a Women in Business function, Anthony, so give them a wave. I know you always encourage women in business. Goodness knows, you're all pioneers.
In the Parliament.
Now, as well as all Australians, it needs the collective will of all of us. Currently, women make up more than a third of business operators in Australia. That's a high number, but it needs to be higher. There is huge opportunity to develop and inspire more women to pursue their business ideas and to promote female entrepreneurship culture. Now, it is people, leaders such as yourselves, everyone in this room. You all have a unique story. You all have incredible drive to we want you to make this happen. You are the innovators and the creators, the employers and the encouragers. You are the people who can see STEM and small business work hand in hand and through these networks such as these. And you've already made some amazing leaps and bounds just by coming here tonight. That's a leap of faith as well. I know this will succeed. I know with the drive of Steph, with Joe, with others, it will succeed. I share your passion and vision, and I'm determined to do what I can to be a strong advocate for networks such as Rare Birds. I want to work with you to make a difference, to ensure that that figure of a third of business owners being females continues to grow for the wider benefit of the small business sector and for our economy. Australian women are making their mark. Just recently we had the inaugural AFL women's competition starting. The women's rugby sevens, they certainly topped the fellas by winning the gold medal at last year's Olympics, and so too can and women will succeed in innovation and business. Thanks for having me. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the very best working towards your goals. It's been a delight to be part of the launch of Canberra Rare Birds tonight. Thank you very much.